Hey, how y'all out there doing today? This is Dr. Gasson, just coming from BodySalsa.store, your nutrition headquarters. Today, I just wanted to continue talking to you guys about the mental warfare that goes on and what actually people need to do and actually to reach those goals, to have that mental breakthrough and be able to just vibrate and accomplish things and get things at a higher rate, at a higher time, faster than other people. If you notice in some environments, even people that are in the same family, you notice that some people are more successful than others. And sometimes this is just so hard to explain because you know that both of these people or the same family of people, they've had the same opportunities. But for whatever reason, one person ends up excelling in that family while another person ends up falling behind. Now, I'm going to be truthful and I'm going to be honest with you. There is a certain thing called luck that plays into play. But unfortunately, luck is not always consistent. And most of the people that get lucky, if they don't have the skills and they don't have the tools to continue to foster and develop whatever they are lucky with, they're going to end up losing it and starting back at square one. All of you guys have heard this before. Some people call this the millionaire's curse. It's these people that win the lottery and then a couple years later, they end up going broke. Or if these people that go to the NFL and then a couple years later, they end up being broke. Or the NBA. Or we can go on and on where these people are successful as childhood stars and then years later, they end up becoming broke. Why? Because in that certain situation, there was luck that came into place. But what happened was there was not a sound skill set and judgment that was being used that was going to foster a certain type of behavior to keep them continuing to be successful. So these people end up what we like to call falling off. What I want to tell you is the first thing that have been over all sorts of years since the beginning of time that people have talked about is the level that you vibrate. We've all heard about karma. We all heard about positive brings positive and negative brings negative. So the whole thing is the one place that you want to start with the mental warfare is it does not matter what situation that you find yourself in. It does not matter who wronged you. It does not matter how many battles you have won and how many battles you have lost. The whole thing is love conquers all. You need to continue to live life with gratitude. You need to continue to live life with acceptance. And you need to continue to believe that you are going to have abundance. So for instance, the first thing to do is let's say that you were driving down the street and somebody ended up swerving in front of you, blowing their music and cut you off and then looked upside your head and probably gave you the bird or whatever. The thing is to look at that person and say that, you know what, if they did all of these certain things, if they cut me off, if they was racing and they was doing that, wherever they're trying to get to, I hope that they make it safely, right? We've heard this before. In a lot of books, it says that you need to, what? Bless your enemies. Bless your enemies and pray for them. So the whole thing is even though they cut you off, even though they tried to get you negative, even though they tried to get you angry, you can't allow those people to take you there. Because when they take you there, then what that is going to do is it is going to rob you of your creativity and it is going to distract you and make you start focusing on negative things that you shouldn't be focusing on. And then that focusing and thinking on negative things is going to create more negative situations. A lot of people don't understand that these things are tightly woven. These things are tightly connected. When you think about positive things and you feel happy and you feel successful, more positive and happy and successful things are going to follow. So whenever you feel good, continue to create moments to feel good. Whenever you start to feel bad or you start to feel less down or you start to feel depressed, you need to get and move out of that environment and do something different that is going to create a feeling of acceptance, a feeling of things are going to change and things are going to get better and you're actually going to end up getting and winning whatever it is that you're in and that you're going up against. So that's the first thing. Stay loving, stay true, stay open. So that's going to allow you to feel better. And it's also going to allow you to keep learning. The other thing is forgiveness, right? As long as we harbor on to these negative emotions and these negative feelings, again, it's going to create certain things in our life. These certain things are not going to affect the people that we're harboring these hard feelings about, that we're upset about. What it is going to do is it is going to impact us on a daily basis. It's going to impact the relationships of the people that we have relationships with, and it's going to ultimately set us back. So now we are going to be creating an environment with the people that are around us, and 9 times out of 10, the people that actually love you, that is going to be negative. So now we're going to create a negative environment that's going to continue to perpetuate those negative feelings that you were already feeling. And this is that vicious cycle that a lot of people find themselves trapped in. They get to the point where they're thinking negative, they're feeling negative, so then they start doing negative, and then they start just doing that vicious circle where negative things then start coming back to them, so then they start responding negatively to these negative things, and they're on that vicious trap. Don't allow yourself to get there. Even when things seem to be negative, somehow find the positive in it. That old adage, turn that frown upside down. So these are 2 steps today that I wanted to share with you. Part 2 of the mental warfare. It's your whole thinking. It's the whole way that you move forward and everything. We have seen people when they become negative, when they feel that they're not going to achieve something, when they've lost faith. What do? They create an environment that keeps perpetuating that feelings, right? Because it's a self-fulfilled prophecy, and that's what happens. So make sure that you're going down, that you're hitting subscribe, that you're sharing this message with your friends and your family. You can find me by the handle of Dr. Gasson. You can find me on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. You can find me on YouTube. Go to our store, bodysalsa.store. Make sure that you continue to support it. Support yourself. Do the things that you need to do to keep you healthy, to keep you right, to keep you looking tight, and all of those sort of things that is going to increase you. Make sure that you take care of yourself so that you can take care of others. And I'll see you real soon.